First of all, if you're expecting this video to be a guide to exobiology, I'm afraid it isn't. But there's a very good reason why I haven't made that video yet, despite the several requests I've got for it. I have never done any exobiology. Not once. I do own Odyssey, but I've been on foot for a total of about 2 minutes. So this video will be a catalogue of my first impressions, the confusion, the problems, as well as the rewards, without using any out-of-game tools, all to answer one question. Do I need to make a guide? Hello! I am speaking to you for once without a script. This is really weird. So, I know almost nothing about exobiology. I know very few things. One thing I know I need is something called an Artemis suit, so I'm gonna check out where I can get that, maybe? I found this part of the process fairly straightforward. I can just go to the place that says supplies and grab my stuff. The price of an Artemis suit is reasonable too. Affordable for a new player, but not stupidly cheap. Okay, to prove what I said earlier about never having done this before, just look at this. Right, you see that? Exobiologist rank, directionless. I will probably put an arrow in there in post. I have never done this. I have no idea what I'm doing. So, I'm sorry. But I need to do this before I make a tutorial on it. Before searching a random planet, I check the codex just to see where I can expect to find life. In the section about exobiology, it used the phrase most worlds. I took this to mean most landable planets have exobiology, which didn't turn out to be entirely true. I went to several landable planets, scanning them and finding no filters for life. In the end I did find one, but it only had bacterium, which turns out to be very hard to spot. Okay. So I've made it to the surface. There are lots of rocks. I guess I need to look for something. I mean, bacterium, that sounds tiny. Is it just these rocks? After a few more fails, I finally put together that the planet must be landable and have an atmosphere. This is obvious in hindsight, but it just didn't occur to me. Yay, we have life. Now, that's bacterium. Fonticulua. Oh, right, good. We have something different. Huzzah, I found a planet with something other than bacterium. And this stuff was a piece of cake to find. I quite literally bumped into some. Ow. Oh! Oh my goodness. It took me like 3 seconds. I landed right here. There's a little tree thing. Yes! That is some biology. Right, let's get down. Nice. Ready to sample. Hold it. There we go. Oh. Oh, there. Yes. Cool. Right, you got to like align it. Particle 1 of 3 found. Insufficient genetic diversity. Okay, so I need to find 3 different bits of it. Well, I see some more over there. I want my car. After getting my head round the biodiversity thing, I managed to gather 3 samples and catalogue a species for the first time. Nice! Here's the last one. And minigame time, let's do this, come on, let's do this. Ha! Come on. Minigame time, minigame time, minigame time. Oh, you can just hold it. That is embarrassing. I've documented the species, let's go. I headed to a nearby station and sold my data. I know things about trees, Sarah fan of Orbital. I will tell you the things I know about trees and sell them to you for much money. Ba-ba-da. I know things about trees. I know things about those trees. Oh, the trees. Take my knowledge of trees.
Did you collect any interesting biodata during your travels?
Yes, about trees.
Vista strives to learn everything it can about.
I don't care. Trees. 1,000,000 credits. That's pretty good actually. And you can do it at any point in the game. Yeah, take my tree knowledge. So, will I make a guide? Yes, absolutely. This was a ton of fun and not that complicated. I'm sure most of you know far more than me in this area, so please share any tips you've got as they'll probably end up in the final video. Once again, thanks so much for watching. Until next time, it's goodbye from Commander Dituri.